in the last part of the season. San Francisco and Vancouver coming up from Canada next. Welcome to Canada Field for tonight's game between the 3-4 San Francisco Sharks and the 2-5 Vancouver Legion on SFL Fan Night. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Cameron Irvine, who's obviously a little exhausted, joined by Stephen Mullinex. Andy Hamilton is on stats. Hello, Stephen.
Hey, Cam. A great game tonight. If you need a little bit of an energizer, maybe a little energy drink, maybe drink this game up because it should be exciting.
We'll find out how to drink a game and more. Coming up, Coin Toss is next. Let us know how we're sounding.
Let's have a good one.
Vancouver wearing those all blues tonight. Really like those all blues. Sharks in the traditional black and white with the bright blue trim on the road. And I got a shout out to the Sharks. They were going to wear some alternates a couple of weeks ago in Alaska, but Alaska, whoop, we lost signal here for just a second. Bear with us. It's coming back. That was my fault. Technical difficulties. There we go. Bex Kick'ems, kick it. We're underway. And Gabriel Manning on the kickoff return past midfield to the Vancouver 45. Second week for Gabriel Manning returning kickoffs, and he made it happen.
Yeah, what a way to just kind of punch the monkey in the mouth there, Cam. Come out with a nice opening kickoff return, puts his team in great position in enemy territory.
First and 10 now at the Vancouver 45 for the surging Sharks with two in the backfield. Jacques Ulendula with the throw out to Maximus, the non-contract running back, brings up second down and 9. Jacques Ulendula, 1,992 yards coming into the game, 15 touchdowns, 15 picks. Three in the backfield to the left side. Four down lineman, Vancouver. Now a counter to Maximus. He's wrapped up in the backfield. Frank, I'm a champion. Loss of 4, 3rd and 13.
Yeah, champion. A real champion when it comes to tackles for this Vancouver team. Had 10 tackles and 2 tackles for loss last week in a loss against San Antonio. There's another tackle for loss right there.
Third down and 13 at the 48-yard line with 4 receivers. They're going to run it. And again, it goes to Maximus, and he's blown up by Champion. What a bizarre opening series in San Francisco. Minus 4 yards and 3 plays will punt after the great return.
Well, clearly San Francisco wants to establish their running game, but Ulendula was actually really good last week. 27 of 38, 260 yards and 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. The Sharks likely want to keep him clean. That's why they're running early.
From the 13-yard line, Mahmoud Ajlani on the return. Not much room there. We'll get a chance to meet Tom Pepper for the first time tonight. Pepper, 1,394 yards, 10 touchdowns, 11 picks. They'll start from the 15. Two in the backfield, including Jonathan Sanchez for Vancouver. Pepper will take a deep drop, backfires down the middle, caught in one-on-one coverage. Now it's a foot race. Carr, 35-30, breaks a tackle 20, down to the 17-yard line. Tristan Carr over the top of the defense for a first down.
Ladies and gentlemen, statement made. Pepper with the outstanding throw. Look at him stand strong in the pocket, deliver a ball right into the hands of a receiver. Certainly contested, trusted his guy to make that 50-50 catch, and then it's just Carr trucking down the field to get them into the red zone.
So Marty McCree, free safety, whiffed on the pass, and then lost Carr on the attempted tackle. Not a good series for him. 1st and 10 at the 17. Pepper, D drop back again, steps up the pocket, now goes down for a sack, loss of 5. Sack made by D. Sean Shields. Check that.
Pepper there. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, check that. I don't think that's correct. Just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, Pepper, man, taking a deep drop down out into the parking lot almost. Didn't pay off that time.
Pepper, 5-step drop, flips it out. Sanchez can't turn the corner. Did maybe pick up 1 or 2 yards. Now it's 3rd and 13, just inside the red zone.
A lot of passing here. We haven't seen Sanchez run the ball yet. Obviously, it's still early, but last week, 23 carries, 194 yards, and a touchdown. He really was their go-to guy. Looks like they made a commitment, though, in this game to attack the Sharks' defensive secondary.
For Tristan Carr, he had 76 receiving yards this year. That reception went for 68. 3rd and 13. Back to pass, Pepper. Pepper going to the end zone, and it's knocked away. And then a big hit in the back of the end zone by McCree. The pass was intended for Brett Killian, and McCree makes up for it.
Yeah, nice comeback by this secondary. They got burned early, but they had amnesia. They forgot about it. They went and they played ball, and a nice stop there by the Sharks to stop a surging Legion team.
Thank you, Tristan Carr, for the bits and the pretty reception. This is a 37-yard field goal for the Legion to get on the board. Bang. Good officially from 36. 7:50 to go in the first. 3-0 Vancouver on top of San Francisco early. And now a word from the SFL.
The Simulation Football League is presented by APM Music and is the official theme music provider of the SFL. Listen to their Champions Will Rise soundtrack at apmmusic.com today and search through thousands of tracks to boost the quality of your stream just like us. APM Music, production music library and custom music house.
Gabriel Manning on the return up to the 34-yard line. 44 viewers. And counting here as Fan Night actually closes out week number 8.
Yeah, it's so late, Cam. Might as well be called SFL After Dark. Get your massage oils and scented candles out, boys. This one's rated M for mature.
1st and 10 at the 34. Lou Yandula hoping to have a better second series. And his pass is caught a little bit behind Manning, but Gabriel Manning, one of the top wide receiver talents in the league, hauls that one in. Manning is top 5 receiver in the league.
And you got to like the quarterback's patient in the pocket there. He waited for things to develop. His offensive line gave him enough time to find Manning. Lulendula, hopefully the start of something good for him.
2nd and 1 of the 42 after a pickup of 9. Toss to Moats, and Moats will lose a yard. That is Marquise Reed in the backfield. And let's meet the rest of that Vancouver Legion defense. At corner, it's Major Key and Dante West, 21 and 24 respectively. Ajlani is the free safety, number 23. Joshua Banner is strong safety, number 20. Outside linebacker is Frank Champion. And inside linebacker is Marquise Reed. Those linebackers have been busy early. And Moats is not going to get the first down. Was that Reed again? Yes, it was. Came out of nowhere to make the stop in the open field. And again, San Francisco goes 3 and out.
And we've seen them be very confident, Cam, in back-to-back series on 3rd down, running the ball. It is clear they want to run the ball, but at some point you've got to let your quarterback try and convert some of these 3rd downs.
Vancouver has the 6th best run defense coming into the night, 83.6 yards a game allowed only. San Francisco's running game has been pretty good the last 2 weeks during their winning streak. 1st and 10 up to the 20 for Ajlani on the run. The SFL Today halftime report will break down the updated playoff standings, or at least the rough standings. We don't have anything sexy prepared for you, but we'll do our best to kind of break down where things are sitting heading into Week 9. So Tom Pepper got his team a field goal on the last drive. He'll take a deep drop back, fire it deep down the middle again, intercepted. Intercepted at the 48-yard line by Max Jackson. Another one-on-one jump ball. Gotta love Pepper's thinking there, but Jackson takes it away.
This secondary put the mistakes of the past behind them, learn from those mistakes, and there you go, on-the-job training right there, that interception. And we shouldn't be surprised. This San Francisco defense forced 4 interceptions out of Alaska last week.
Trips off the left side for Luyendula. Back to pass, looking for that first move of the stick, steps up in the pocket. Look at all the time. Vancouver dropped 8. He is ready to throw, and the pass is caught, dragging defenders down to the 24-yard line. I was really surprised, Stephen, that he didn't just take off and run with it, but Luyendula had better ideas.
Yeah, a lot of patience in the pocket. Again, he needs to go out after this game and buy each and every one of those linemen a beer. They did more than their job in that play.
That pump fake sent Django Anoa'i for the first down catch as he split the double team. Luyendula outside, caught by Manning, pickup of 9 of the 15. Let's meet that San Francisco offense. Amari Manuel's the tight end, number 89. Django Anoa'i, I'm going to get that eventually. Anoa'i, too many vowels. Fullback Ryan Moats the second is number 20. Gabriel Manning, number 18. And Luyendula is the quarterback, number 11.
Yeah, I'm lucky to say Ryan Moats.
Moats takes the carry right on cue, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield for a loss of 2. That's Frank Champion. Vancouver has 4 tackles for loss in the first quarter. Hopefully we didn't lose Steven. 3rd down and 3 at the 16. Luyendula's pass caught by Manning down to the 6-yard line. Key with the tackle. Manning's 3rd catch, and the Sharks are knocking on the door.
Hey, man, you didn't lose me. I'm just listening to your beautiful voice.
Oh, stop it.
It is after dark, after all.
So Vancouver all over the San Francisco running game. They've got nothing going, but yet the Sharks have a chance to take the lead here. 4-3 defense. The Legion toss to Moats, and Moats will get buried. Nothing.
Yeah, I mean, you're not liking seeing these negative rushing yards, but it is doing a part. It's doing its part in opening up the passing game. Luyendula has looked like he's been able to get in a pretty good rhythm. I expect them to go to him here in the next couple of downs.
2nd and goal at the 6. Luyendula all day. Check down Maximus. Nothing. Tackle made at the line of scrimmage by Bam Franklin.
Yeah, that's just a simple check down there. Just didn't see anybody open. Made the smart play, not turning the ball over, not taking a sack. Just still giving his team another opportunity to try and get in the end zone.
3:18 to go in a fast-moving first quarter. 3rd and goal from the 6 for the Sharks. 3 receivers, 2 to the left, back to pass. Luyendula in zone, knocked away. And that was Marquise Reed, and these linebackers have made all the difference in the first quarter, and the Sharks will have to send their kicker out there. That's Chris Kicks.
Yeah, wonderful play. Especially when you get one of those big linebackers that they can knock the ball away. That's a little bit of a rarity here. These coverage linebackers are rare in the SFL. Really nice job there.
Field goal on the way. through from 23 yards. Update from Indy. About 5.5 to go in the second quarter there. The Red Devils up 7-3. Mahmoud Ajalani back to return this kickoff. Here on SFL Fan Night on Twitch TV, presented by APM Music. Don't forget that Wild Card Wednesday is Wednesday, March 28th. It's almost just a month away from now as Ajalani returns it up to the 30-yard line. That will be a doubleheader on the Twitch front page. It'll be interesting to see who ends up slotted 7 through 10. First down, Vancouver. Sanchez, I don't believe, has gotten a carry. And it's first down with 3 receivers off the left. 4 down linemen for San Francisco. Pepper back to pass, flips it out left side. Caught. First down, the 42-yard line. That is the 82nd passing yard for Pepper. And Jeremy Vega's got the catch for a first down. Let's meet the rest of the Vancouver offense. The receivers are Jeremy Vega, Brett Killian, and Trevor Farrell. 11, 12, and 17. Tom Pepper is number 16, and Jonathan Sanchez is number 49, the running back. Tristan Carr, we've seen already once tonight, number 84, tight end. Handoff Sanchez for the first time tonight. Sanchez 45 midfield, and Jonathan Sanchez is a first down. Tackle made by McCree that possibly saved a touchdown in Vancouver's in Shark territory at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, and if you're a Legion fan, you're scratching your head and you're saying, where was that? Why we did that earlier? The first time they run with Sanchez, and it is a very successful play here. This guy's got all the tools. He's got the entire tool set that you want for a running back to have. He can run with power. He can run with speed. He can run with strength and quickness. The guy's got everything.
Sharks have struggled defending the ground game. They are 13th in the league. 14th in the league, actually. As that pass, ill-advised, intended for Vega, knocked away by Hoffman, second down.
Yeah, a little bit of a broken play there. Got 2 wide receivers in the same area. That usually means you've got 2 or more defenders in the same area, and the odds are not in your favor.
3-3 here. Week 8's closing argument for playoff positioning. 3-4 San Francisco, 2-5 Vancouver. The Legion turned up the juice the last 4 or 5 weeks of last season. They're trying to repeat those efforts. Pepper back to pass. Pepper short into traffic. Incomplete. 3rd and 10. Pass intended for Farrell, and there's McCree again.
And again, we see this secondary stepping up and living up to the trend that they started last week with all of those turnovers. This is an opportunistic group, and they have a very predator mentality. So they will go after the ball, even if it costs them some bigger catches.
That was Chester Field, actually, that knocked that pass away. Very underrated linebacker here in the SFL. 3 receivers, 2 in the backfield for Pepper. Pepper, 3-step drop. Has all kinds of time. Pass caught by Killian. Looked like it was going to be picked there, but the receiver comes into the picture just in time. Itera was in coverage. What a throw.
Killian is a guy that you want to get going. Had a little bit of a down week last week. 5 receptions, 39 yards, in a loss to San Antonio. It's going to be key for Pepper to get him involved early, and it looks like he's doing so.
1st and 10 at the 29. Vancouver moving the ball again. Got a field goal on their first possession. 5 down linemen for San Francisco. Pepper steps up in the box, throws it short. Somebody got popped. Was that Pepper there at the end of the play? He got thrown down. It's a 5-yard gain for Killian.
Yeah, the punishment some of these SFL quarterbacks take, I tell you what, especially when you're looking at a defensive line like the one they have in Tallahassee, they just come after you. It's a wonder these guys don't end up in the hospital more often than they do.
2nd down and 5 at the 23, and Tom Pepper's been one of the most sacked quarterbacks in the league. Deep drop back, fires, 2 sticks, and they say short. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's certainly challenge-worthy. I absolutely believe they will do so. And good. Hey, good on our camera guys. We really had a great look at that.
Yeah, that was right down the line.
And the referees should have the same look.
Oh, that's crazy. How is Vancouver? I guess Vancouver's confident they're going to get it, but that was not even close. The ball is ahead of the sticks here, unless the line was, I don't know, the whole player looked like he was ahead of the sticks. Handoff, Sanchez didn't get it. Lost 2 in the backfield. Otero at the tackle, and Vancouver's lack of challenge is going to hurt him.
Yeah, here in the SFL, there aren't many games where you can blame the stripes for a potential loss. This might be one of those times.
I mean, it's in the first quarter. I don't think you can blame anything on the refs in the first quarter in terms of wins and losses. But that was an egregious, terrible non-call or call, I guess, from 37 yards away. That field goal is good. That's the end of the first quarter. It's Vancouver 6, San Francisco 3, but it ends in just a wee bit of controversy as Vancouver is denied for the drive to continue. End of the first. 6-3 Legion at home over the Sharks, trying to pull a mini upset. You're watching the SFL presented by APM Music on Twitch TV, SFL Fan. Tom Pepper, by the way, just going back to him getting hit, he's been sacked 28 times this year, which is most in the league. Man, it feels like the front page all over again, Steven.
Oh, no. Don't put that on us, Cam. We don't need to do one of those.
From the 12, manning up to the 32-yard line, and the Sharks will take over from there.
And I honestly, I don't think it's going to be one of those games. We've seen both offenses, have success driving the ball. Now, it did come on a couple, it came on a have been in position to score.
I'm not sure exactly what you're doing, but let's get that corrected. Luyendula's pass is incomplete. Have to be knocked around, including the official, Ajlani and West in coverage. Second and 10 at the 32-yard line. Steven driving through the mountains, apparently. We'll get him back in a moment. Manning at the bottom of the screen as the Sharks try to shake off a bad first down throw. Maximus in the backfield. 4-3 look for Vancouver. Handoff, and Frank Champion blows him up again in the backfield for a loss of 2 yards. Champion now has 4 tackles for loss. Hey, you're back, Steven. Maybe. That pass is picked off by Vancouver's Key, and it's a Legion touchdown. That's why you don't look away from the screen, and Major Key has put Vancouver up by 9. Wow, he just turns around. What is Luyendula looking at there? Triple coverage. And a nightmare start for the second quarter for San Francisco. Extra point nearly blocked is good from Kickham's, and it's 13-3 Legion. Steven, you there?
Yes, I am.
All right, let's go to an ad.
Want to do what I do? Contact me in a DM on Discord to find out how you can get involved with streaming live games, calling games, or breaking them down on the air with our broadcast team. Or help make our production even better by joining our new live stats team, helping our broadcasters shine brighter. We are #LoadingLegends in the SFL.
Manning on the return, past the 20, now 30, 35, breaks a tackle. Gabriel Manning to the 41-yard line, but so far, the Sharks' lethargic offense has wiped away those nice Manning returns.
Yeah, and Manning might have to be the one who turns it around here for the Sharks. You get the feeling that he's edging closer and closer to breaking one of these kickoff returns, but Sharks are really going to need to get something from this offense. Lulendula is going to have amnesia and forget all about that pick six and go ahead with their game plan, which so far has surprisingly featured a lot of run play.
Major key with that last pick six. We'll get you his numbers on the season in a moment. That pass caught by Manning, and he just, man, with the quiet feet, turns the corner and picks up 8.
Yeah, with those quiet size 14s, it looks like Cam. That's a monster of a man there. But, you know, like we've talked about in the past, there just seems to be on these fan nights, there'll be one or two players that are just really hot for that night, and Manning seems to be the man right now for the Sharks.
Major key with his second ever interception. In the first one, he only had 3 return yards, first ever pick six, so congratulations to Major as Moats takes the handoff, gets picked up and thrown down by Marquise Reed. Steven, I don't think I've ever seen 2 linebackers dominate the run game for this long with this consistency.
Yeah, and you got to remember that this is a fullback. This is not a running back. Their running game goes primarily through a fullback, so it's those smash mouth 2 or 3 yards that they usually get.
And Moats got it this time. Moats shifty to the Vancouver 45-yard line. That was his best run of the night. Really the only run that's gone for over 2 yards, and San Francisco's back in Vancouver territory.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many fullbacks in the history of the SFL have ever been called shifty, but Moats is certainly one. Moats the second, I should clear up.
10 bits from Volcano 4, 10 bits from Santos. Thanks so much for all the bits as Dula completes it for a 5-yard pickup. And that gets down to the Vancouver 40. That's Anawai.
Yeah, we appreciate you spending your night with us. We know that you could be spending your night with a significant other, but you've chosen us, and we appreciate it.
2nd and 5 of the 40. 8.5 to go in the second. Back to pass. Luyendula running out of time. Got it away just in time. Perfect spiral. Cut! What a play! Touchdown! Right over the head of the defender. That was an incredible throw from Luyendula to Anawai for the touchdown.
Yeah, a play of the year candidate. Absolutely. Luyendula doesn't require a clean pocket to get that ball away. He had a defender in his face and delivers a picture-perfect throw.
Man, the corner caught napping, and Anawai with a ridiculous play down the, I thought for sure he was going to get bumped out of bounds there. Somehow totes the sideline, and I don't know how Luyendula got that off with a perfect spiral, but he did.
Love the confidence from the kid. Let's not forget, he just threw a pick six.
And that was major key that got burned.
You gotta love his confidence to not be afraid to possibly get burned again, and makes a play that absolutely gets them back into this game.
Dark Destro MD speculating that Major was watching the females in the front row.
Oh, it is SFL After Dark.
So stupid. Adjulani on the return from the 9. Adjulani ball shifts from left to right hand and gets it out of the 31-yard line. So we've seen the good and the bad from Tom Pepper, the good and the bad from Luyendula, and it's 13-10.
And as a result, we're getting an exciting game that's going back and forth, and as these two teams that we fully expected to have a good little shootout here.
By the way, if Simmer Down Bruh is major key, which it might be just getting now into the chat, you had your first pick six earlier tonight, my friend, so congratulations. As Jonathan Sanchez, the only Vancouver touchdown of the night is Jonathan Sanchez picks up 3.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing a heavy dose of Sanchez for the rest of this game. You know, he showed some in his first run, showed some real pop, and he's coming off a really big game last week, 194 yards. So I'd like to see them establish the running game a little bit here.
Second down, 7 at the 34. Vancouver up 3. Pepper back to pass. Out to Sanchez. No, check that. That is the fullback picking up a few yards. And that was Brick Wall. W-A-H-L.
Oh,
Wall.
that man's poor parents.
What about the parents named him.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Prayers for the parents. Handoff, Sanchez cuts it back middle and got a quick burst to the 43-yard line to pick up a first down.
There we go. Establish that run. You've got a workhorse back, man. You've got one of the best in the SFL. Why not use them? You pay them all that money. Why not use them to get those hard-earned yards? Sanchez there doing it with some nice power run.
Sanchez, 4 carries, 22 yards. Tom Pepper, 7 of 10, 108 yards, no touchdowns, and a pick. Thanks to Andy Hamilton tonight, who's live on our stats crew. As that pass is caught by Killian to pick up 9 to the Sharks' 49-yard line. Tackle made by Jackson.
Showing a lot of balance here. They're able to do it in the running game. They're able to do it in the passing game. Killian's a guy you want to get started early. Man, so far, I like what I'm seeing from the Legion here in the halfway point here in the second quarter.
Second down and a long one. Handoff. Sanchez got a hole. Sanchez, one man to beat, and he'll beat him. 20-10 touchdown Legion.
Cam, that is straight BYOB, be your own blocker, and Sanchez was. Sanchez right down the middle of the field. Power, speed, momentum. He's got it all.
71 yards now on the night. Got one and then used some speed. Got tripped up there just a hair. Didn't slow him down much. And the Legion are close to 20 here in the first half.
Yeah, Cam, the way Sanchez hit the hole with quickness there. Got some of that 0 to 60 in a flash type quickness. Good to see from such a big guy.
Vancouver averages 20.9 points a game. After this kick from Kickham's, they've got 20 to 10, 6:14 to go in the second quarter. Let's pause for a word from the SFL.
Don't miss the SFL podcast every Saturday night at 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern on Twitch before the league's weekend slate gets kicked off. Join me, Mighty RX, defending champion team owner Ramos Lynn, and our host, Jack Brown, to break down all the headlines in the SFL. Jack, yeah, I know we gotta move on. Calm down. See you there, everybody.
Manning to the 31, Volcano 4 with 5 bits, Vancouver Legion with 6 bits. Single-digit bits tonight, a lot of them.
Hey, we'll take them. Give us your bits.
Who says pennies aren't important? First and 10 at the 31. 3 receivers off the right, and that tall, lanky Gabriel Manning right in the middle. Back to pass, Luyendula, deep, Manning. First down to the 48-yard line of Vancouver.
Wow, dilly, man. I'm telling you what, back and forth. This game is starting to really heat up. Yeah, guys, if you know some guys that aren't watching this game, you better get them in here because this one's looking like it could be an all-timer right here. This one, we got to love the answers back and forth. They're just not afraid to really throw the ball tonight and do the things necessary to win the game. These guys are putting it on the line. You got to love it.
Luyendula back to pass again, dumps it short to an open receiver, picks up 8. That is the tight end for the first time tonight, Manuel. Coming up on the SFL Today halftime report, we'll have a playoff positioning conversation. Update you on the standings throughout the league. Update you on where Oklahoma City and Indianapolis sit on our network on YouTube as Champion and Reed both stop Moats. That's coming up on the SFL Today halftime show.
Yeah, you talk about a rerun. We've seen that a lot from these linebackers tonight. They have been keyed on Moats, and Moats has rarely won that battle at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 2 here, important down. If you know the Sharks want to have some kind of momentum going into the second half.
Manning top of the screen, one deep safety for Vancouver off the screen. Luyendula passing on 3rd and short, needs to make a man miss, will not do it. Maximus brought down behind the line, and San Francisco's inability on 3rd and short to pick up first downs has been the difference in this first half.
Yeah, asking a lot of a non-contract there to make a move and gain 3 yards to get your first down. Clearly not what the Sharks wanted to happen, but Vancouver's defense was just able to blanket their receivers and cause that turnover on downs there.
This punt will bounce at the 4 and into the end zone. Shout out to Jeremy Vega. It's his first night as offensive coordinator for Vancouver as Jeremy makes his push to have a new franchise, I believe. He's putting his hat in the ring. If you're also interested in getting an expansion team in the SFL, that application process starts next month. First and 10 at the 20. 3 receivers for Pepper, and the Legion are up 10. 10 on the play clock, handoff Sanchez, 6th carry of the night, and 4 different Sharks are in the backfield to throw him backwards for a loss of 3, including Ray Starr at strong safety.
Yeah, the Sharks defense just keying in. They know with the 10-point lead, the Legion's going to want to try to run this game away, and the way Sanchez is running, it's likely he could do so. So they've keyed up on him. Might be the time we see one of those long bombs, Camp.
Side pass caught, but falling down quickly at the original line of scrimmage is Farrell. Shout out to Camden Hoffman playing his first game in San Francisco tonight. He wears number 27. Third down and 10. This could be a big stop for the Sharks D. In the backfield, 3 receivers. Pepper, deep drop back. Tom Pepper going long, incomplete. What a play by Max Jackson, diving to knock the ball away from Killian.
He nearly had, he had the one-on-one coverage that he wanted. It looked as if Killian had a step or two on the defender, but what an athletic play by Jackson to knock it away. 4th down.
Man, that was a really good throw, and he chucked it too. Deep down the field, if Jackson would have, he just got it by a clip. Otherwise, that was a touchdown. Manning back to return the punt from his 45-yard line. 50. Gabriel Manning, 40. Got a block, 30. Got another block. Gabriel Manning in the punt return. Touchdown, San Francisco.
We said this guy was hot, man. We just had a feeling that he might break one tonight. And boy, did he ever. And I don't know, what a great time to have a punt return for a touchdown. Manning, the stocky wide receiver, he's got all the moves and he's got all the blockers to get to the end zone. Touchdown Sharks, 3-point game after this field goal attempt.
Dan Daly got hurt last week returning a kick. San Francisco and Indianapolis both in the last couple of weeks have decided to put their number 1 receiver back there. That's the reason why you might do it, as Manning gets it done. Max Jackson, 700 bits with his knockaway and Manning's touchdown. Thank you, Max. And also don't want to forget the 16 from Oofish 87. And we've got a 20-17 game that has featured a punt return, a pick 6, a long run, and a long pass. Got it all.
Yeah, this is a good game. Let me tell you what, these SFL fans, they pick some quality contests.
It's amazing
for us to have. They have been on an incredible run, and man, tonight looks like it could be the best of all of them.
From the 10, Ajlani on the return. Won't reach the 30. Well, they'll give him the 30. I don't see how. But, of course, if that's the makeup call for the 3rd and inches call from earlier, that's not good enough.
Yeah, this is the same blind officiating crew that didn't give the first down earlier in this game. So, no surprise there.
Let's get some shout-outs going in the chat. Gooner Bear 94, Oofish 87, Simmer Down, Bruh, Neon Killer, Cam DMC, True Shot Caller, Max Jackson, Warhammer 62, Ray West and company. Pepper all day, but nobody was open. Great play. It's basically a coverage sack as Sanchez loses 3 yards.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. I mean, a lot of time, maybe too much time. There needs to be more of a decisive decision made. We saw Lulundula actually be successful going out of the pocket, running out of the pocket, using the pump fake. Pepper did none of that.
2nd and 13 at the 27. Vancouver protecting a 3-point lead. San Francisco continues to answer the Legion. Now Pepper going long down the middle again. Knocked up in the air and incomplete. McCree has played a very good game since getting burned here early in the game.
Yeah, playing a dangerous game with this secondary, but apparently, feeling the pressure there. 2nd and 13. Look for something similar here, probably downfield for Vancouver on a very long 3rd down.
Nickel look out of San Francisco's defense. San Francisco needs the 40, right at the 40. Back to pass, Pepper. Pepper steps up in the pocket, in traffic. Oh, what a throw to the 42-yard line. That is the 2-minute warning on Fan Night. Oh, my. How about that, Steven?
Yeah, the throw not perfect. The throw definitely not perfect, but put in a place that was perfect for his wide receiver to catch it off his shoelaces, which was amazing.
They got 2 extra yards than needed. 1st and 10 to the 42. Pepper with blitz out from the outside, knocked away by Jackson.
Boy, they are sending that receiver. They're sending a receiver down the field on what it looks like to be a post route, like every play. They are looking for opportunities to gash this secondary, who have been really solid, so it's surprising.
2nd and 10 to the 42-yard line. Peppers under center. In the nickel, handoff Sanchez. Sanchez has a first down to the Shark 43-yard line. Jonathan Sanchez is heating up. He's got 82 yards.
Yeah, that's grown man strength there. And he is absolutely benefiting from the fact that that Vancouver has looked long on previous plays. That's opening up running lanes for Sanchez.
Ryan Moats with just 6 yards on 7 carries on the flip side. Pepper out of the gun, back to pass. Pepper going deep again, picked off again at the 25, and returned up to the 28. Jackson finally got him one.
They keep poking that middle deep center of the field, and you just know eventually this secondary is going to come away with another one. Here they do. Again, a gold back there in Jackson. Just a dangerous set of safeties back there. And they can make you hurt, and that one definitely hurt.
Man, if he would have just waited a split second longer, Vega was going to be wide open coming from the other side of the field. 1st and 10 at the 28. Handoff to Moats, and Ryan Moats, the second, picks up 6. Best run of the night.
These two teams not really known for putting pressure on quarterbacks. Here starting to show a little bit.
Luyendula, first down, nice throw to the 40. That was a little speedster out there. Little Mighty Mouse in the slot. Man, that guy doesn't get on roller coasters. That was Freddie King, and that's out for a 2-yard gain to Moats. 2nd and 8, 40 seconds to go in the half. San Francisco trying to tie or take the lead. They do have all 3 timeouts. Luyendula back to pass. Again, it's King. There is a flag on the play. Not sure what that's all about.
With this crew, it could be anything.
Roughing the passer. Wow. First down to the 40.
That's one we don't see a lot here in the SFL.
Oh, man, got him low from behind.
That'll do it.
It's a good call.
Well, and good fortune for the Sharks because it puts them that much closer to tying this ball game right here at the end of the first half.
That's why you allow your children to punch the pillow when they're upset as a kid. Because if they don't, they end up roughing the passer as an adult. 1st and 10 at the 40, just on the outskirts of field goal range with 31 seconds to go in the first half. Luyendula deep down the middle, caught! 20-15-10, 5, touchdown! Touchdown Manuel!
Well, who needs a field goal when you just score touchdowns? You know, it makes absolute sense in this game that this is the way the first half is closing here. What a great, terrific pass, great call, great route running. The receiver was never even touched.
And forgive me, I mistakenly made the chat just for a brief moment subscriber only. I guess it's just a reminder to you all that I have control. But did not mean to do that. I apologize. In the excitement of Manuel's catch, that was terrible coverage. We don't like to say who had the horrific coverages on the show because we don't like making mothers upset.
Ooh.
24-20, Stephen.
Wow. Yeah, Vancouver seemed to have control of this game, up 10 points, and suddenly, and maybe this is the reason why, you know, this season the Sharks have really turned things around. They are very resilient. So looking forward to seeing what they can do here with the ball. If Vancouver has an opportunity here with about 20 seconds left, try and get back on the board.
Well, you can't make this up. Xanthos just subscribed with Twitch Prime after I made the chat subscription only for like 5 seconds. He was like, "Al, I can't deal with no chat." Thanks for the subscription, Xanthos.
Thank you.
1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. What a half. This is crazy. 4 receivers for Pepper. Now San Francisco finds themselves with a lead, and it's hard to believe that the Sharks would be winning at this half if not for the roughing the passer penalty.
And it appears they're going to go into the locker room with all the momentum, which is crazy thinking that they were down 10 just a few minutes ago. But, man, they have flipped this game on its head for sure.
That's the end of the first half. Sharks 24 and Vancouver 20. We'll have your 2K Sports halftime report, and then we'll talk a little playoffs after this.
Alone at the top. For now, I'm Alvin Washington for the Show Business Inc. Halftime Report. Chris Christensen of the Tallahassee Pride was, as the youngsters would say, flinging that thing. 534 passing yards, 30 off of his season high, with 4 touchdowns and a pick. Tallahassee holds off London to remain undefeated, 48-45. Ken Gossett, the wide receiver, had 3 of those scores with 227 receiving yards. Michael Martin, not to be outdone for London, 203 passing yards, 3 scores, but 2 picks. Other scores from the weekend, Alaska gets back in the win column, 41-21 over Dallas. Mexico City jumps back into the playoff race, 23-17 over Atlanta. Show Business Inc. is the ultimate in live event and film production, prop rental, set design, and construction, and is proud to be the home of the inaugural SFL convention, July 13th through 15th in Las Colinas, Texas. For the Showtime Business Inc. Halftime Report, I'm Alvin Washington on the SFL Network.
24-20, San Francisco leads Vancouver at the half. Steven, what do San Francisco and Vancouver have to do to win this game in the second half?
Well, Vancouver's got to stop the chunk plays by the San Francisco Sharks. They've done a good job containing the run game and a pretty quality job defensively, but it's just been those giant chunk plays that have really hurt them. On the other side of the ball, for the Sharks, I'd love to see more consistency out of their run game, and they can establish something that's a little bit more consistent and gets them down the field instead of relying so much on these big plays to keep them in the game.
An update from Indianapolis in the third quarter. The Red Devils all over the Renegades tonight, 28-3 on YouTube. Let's update the playoff standings. Don't have official tiebreakers worked out, but we'll let you know kind of where everything stands right now. Tallahassee and Tulsa both took care of business. They're 8-0. Alaska and Sioux Falls are 6-2, jostling for the third place spot. Houston now moves into fifth place after sweeping the season series with San Antonio. They're now 5-3. For sixth place, there's a three-way tie between Atlanta, Mexico City, and Queen City at 4-4. In the wild card mix, San Antonio's 5-3. Indy is 4-3, but it looks like they may be on their way to 5-3. And then Atlanta, Mexico City, and Queen City, two of those three teams are slotted in the 9th and 10th spots. San Francisco is 3-4, 11th. Steven, what do you think about where the playoff race is right now?
Yeah, I'm amazed at some of the bigger names, in the league, like Mexico City, like Queen City, that are tied there at the bottom at 4-4. Just been a little bit of a down season for those franchises, but you can't count them out because of their experience and the fact that they've won titles in this league. That's a bit surprising. I'm really surprised by San Francisco. The way they started the season, I thought they had no shot of making the playoffs, but they're showing tonight the reason why they're right on the cusp.
San Francisco 24, Vancouver 20. We start the second half in 60 seconds right here on Twitch TV. It's the SFL Fan Night presented by APM Music. San Francisco kicks it away to Vancouver, and the second half is underway. Ajlani from his 10 and shifts his way to the 32. Tom Pepper in the first half, 11 of 17, 134 yards, no touchdowns and 2 picks. Pepper, 3 receivers, 2 backs, flips it out to Sanchez to start the third quarter, and Sanchez is popped by Camden Hoffman.
Well, I like the idea by Vancouver. Pepper's been a little inaccurate. Let's get him some easy, quick passes here to get his mojo flowing a little bit more. Unfortunately there, Sanchez just couldn't break away from that defender.
10:30 to go in the third, and by the way, you will receive updated playoff standings before the night is out, as everyone's going to want to sort that out. 3rd down and 9 at the 34-yard line after just the 1-yard gain from Sanchez, and stumps with the tackle, and San Francisco's defense off to a strong start in the second half.
Yeah, it'd be a really nice coup for them if they're able to get a 3-and-out here and get the ball back into their offense, who's been pretty hot.
Back to pass. Pepper caught. Vega can't turn the corner. And San Francisco forces a 3-and-out. Tackle on the sideline made by Jabril Peppers.
Nice job by the Sharks there to keep the receivers in front of them. It's all right to give them that 5-yard out route. That's okay. Just make the sure tackle or push them out of bounds. Get this offense the ball back.
So on to punt, a rarity tonight. Jess Kingston. And San Francisco in a unique position here tonight with the ball and the lead. Gabriel Manning already has a punt return tonight from his 21-yard line and only gets to the 28.
Cam, I'm interested in seeing if, with the 4-point lead here, if San Francisco is going to go a little bit more conservative. We saw them come out in the first series and run the ball with their fullback, Moats the second. I'm interested to see if they continue to do that or if they air it out.
3 receivers. Luyendula. You can see the breath coming out of him as that pass is caught on the outside by Anawai. 4 catches, 72 yards, and a touchdown. It is 36 degrees tonight. Cloudy with little wind.
Yeah, that's practically summer weather here in Vancouver.
Yeah, San Francisco definitely not used to that cold. 2nd down, 7 from the 31. The Sharks have been on a bit of a road swing. San Francisco was at Alaska in week 7. Last week, the Sharks were this week the Sharks are in Vancouver. As Luyendula's pass is caught. How did he get the zip on that ball as it looks like his arm got hit? And still, San Francisco moves the chains.
Well, Luyendula absolutely showing off his top shelf arm strength right there with that pass. And look, this guy is not intimidated by tight windows, Cam. He can throw it through a keyhole when he needs to. And he's got the strength and power in that arm to do it.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Luyendula has settled down into this one. Ryan Moats picks up 6, and that's what the Sharks have been doing during this winning streak, been getting 5-6 yards on 1st down.
Yeah, the one of the only teams, I think Tallahassee being the other, that really utilizes the fullback to their full potential.
And they can be used, for sure.
And they're absolutely showing, the reason why they opted not to invest any monies into their running back.
We have so many good games in the Week 9 slate. It's so exciting. We'll get to that in a minute. Luyendula, one-on-one coverage caught. Jump ball for Manning, and he's going to win that more often than not.
And again, this is about the chemistry that's built during the season, during the offseason between this quarterback and this wide receiver. They know each other so well that Luyendula feels very comfortable putting the ball up in a very difficult place for anybody but his big, tall wide receiver to get.
Wow. Banner's a little upset in the chat. It's going to be okay. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line, handoff Moats. And Moats picks up a couple. Okay, here is the Week 9 slate. 4-4 Mexico City at 3-5 London. Then you got 8-0 Tulsa at 6-2 Sioux Falls.
Ooh.
You have 5-3 Houston at 6-2 Alaska.
Wow.
Chicago is at Tallahassee for a rematch of the last time they went there and missed a chip shot field goal in overtime. Dallas is at San Francisco. We'll get to the rest of it in a moment. Luyendula's pass off the hands of Maximus. 3rd and 8, critical drop. You've got Indianapolis, who is on their way, it would appear, to 5-3 at the 3-5 St. Louis Gladiators. The 1-7 Skyhawks at the 2-5, potentially about to be 2-6 Renegades, unless they can come back. So that's a battle for the bottom there. But then you've got 4-4 Atlanta at 4-4 Queen City. And you've got this Vancouver team that's in a battle with San Francisco and San Antonio next week. Handoff Maximus, got nothing on 3rd down and 8. Questionable play call. Field goal unit coming out, champion on the tackle.
Yeah, very conservative, probably too conservative here. That's you're putting a lot of trust in your running game to try and get all of those yards to convert a 1st down. basically just a gimme, and they're just going to kick a field goal. I'm sorry, not a gimme, a give up. I apologize.
40-yard field goal. 6:40 to go in the third. This will put the Sharks up 7. Low snap. Kick is somehow away and good.
Wow.
Chris kicks. I don't know how he got that up.
Nah, but yeah, he deserves a promotion there. That guy clutched there with the kick. He's got defenders all in his face. That totally was a breakdown on special teams. Still able to focus and have enough power in that kick to get it to go through right down the middle.
6:34 to go in the third quarter, and the Sharks take a 27-20 lead, but it could have been worse for the Legion. Ajlani from his 10-yard line. A short kick from San Francisco, and Ajlani gets it up to the 31. Now a quick word from the SFL.
Follow the SFL on Twitter @SimulationFL, on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels. You're already here, right? Might as well stay tuned. Get league updates on your phone while browsing the internet, and make sure you never miss a live broadcast. Thank you for supporting the SFL.
Pepper all day to throw, and he underthrew it badly as Max Jackson knocks that one away, brings up 2nd down and 10. Pepper 13 of 20 tonight. And how about Luyendula, 18 of 21 for 223 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem to be Pepper's night. You know that he has a cannon. We've seen it shoot the ball down the field tons of times tonight. Just seems to be a little bit off his game right now.
Jonathan Sanchez, 83 yards, but he's only gotten the ball 9 times on the ground. Pepper sidearm throw is too long for Killian, 3rd and 10.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to take any credit away from this Sharks defense. They've played well tonight, but it just looks like Pepper's chemistry with his receivers just a little bit off. You know, sometimes you got to shake the rust off coming out of halftime. Just, you know, that's what you've got to hope if you're Vancouver, that he can shake it off here.
I agree with Vancouver Legion in the chat. Looked like a hold or a pass interference down the field. 3rd down and 10. Pepper deep ball caught by Killian. Killian down to the 42-yard line, and we've seen so many jump balls go to the way of the receiver tonight.
Yeah, again, I think it's about trust. I mean, this is a one-on-one situation, and you're trusting that your wide receiver is going to make that play. And Killian snatches it right out of the air, right in front of the defender. Could have gone either way there, but luckily, maybe that'll get Pepper, you know, in a little bit better of a rhythm here.
Killian now 60 yards on 5 catches. Trevor Farrell only has 1 catch for 3 yards. Tristan Carr 1 catch. Jeremy Vega 3 for 32. Handoff Sanchez, 10th carry of the night. He only got 1 yard. San Francisco all over that. Play to the outside.
We talked earlier in this game about getting Killian, involved early, and here it is, the payoff count, which you kind of get him in a rhythm. You focused on him. You put a lot of targets towards his way to get his motor going, and now it pays off here in the third quarter.
2nd and 9 at the 45 down lineman, 8 in the box for San Francisco. Pepper straight back, fires it out to Sanchez, stayed in bounds just for a moment, wrapped up at the 37-yard line, a critical 3rd and 5 coming.
Yeah, but one that is absolutely doable. That 3rd and 5, that nice little conversion there. You know, you'll take those 5 yards, and it just opens up your playbook so much when you have a 3rd and manageable like this. They can do a lot of things. I wouldn't think they want to run here, but Sanchez has been pretty successful.
3rd and 5 at the 37. Nickel looking for San Fran's defense. Pepper, 3-step drop, fires short, middle, caught. Did he get the first down? Yes. First down, nice grab from Farrell, his 2nd catch. And Farrell's hurt.
Yeah, that is, I don't know if they're going to take a second look at that. Something very close. Receiver was clearly open down the middle of the field. Got him the ball there, but just couldn't turn just enough to get the yardage. Maybe that injury hurt him from getting across the line as quickly as he needed to.
On that, well, no, we're not going to get a challenge. You could see the stick at the very top of the screen.
It didn't look like he was anywhere close, but I guess that is the true comes around for Vancouver. San Francisco doesn't challenge that one. Here's a handoff to Sanchez, picks up just 2. And San Francisco's Max Jackson makes the tackle. He already has 3 passes defended and 2 picks tonight.
And going back and talk about the Farrell injury, we might not have called his name much tonight, but last week he was their best wide receiver. 5 receptions, 89 yards, and a touchdown. So they may miss him here for the rest of the game. We'll have to get an injury update.
Back to pass, Pepper sacked. Loss of about 7 on the play, and the sack in the backfield made by Deshaun Shields, who's been active here today. Abner St. John, the star defensive tackle, has been very quiet.
Yeah, this is a Sharks defense that didn't record a single sack last week. So it's a little bit of a unicorn that you're seeing that they got one tonight, but it puts Vancouver in a very difficult 3rd and 15.
3rd down and long for the Legion. Pepper deep back. Pepper fires down the field into a double team and caught at the 12. Vega and Vancouver's in the red zone. What a dot.
And now we're starting to see Pepper come alive a little bit. He threw a couple of good, solid passes. He started to get his rhythm back, started to get his confidence back, and he can deliver a ball like that on a dime.
3:40 to go in the 3rd, and this game has been a fight from the beginning.
It's been awesome.
2 backs and 2 receivers, 8 in the box again for San Francisco, and the corners creep up, and Pepper says, I want to do something different. What's he want to do? Pepper's going to throw out to Sanchez. Sanchez got nothing, almost knocked the chain gang over.
Yeah, that's your star guy. You want to get him the ball when you can, but you got to give him an opportunity for success there on the far sideline with 2 defenders right on top of him. His chances were never good.
Shields has a couple of sacks tonight. Jackson with a couple of picks. High formation for the Legion. 3:12 to go in the 3rd. 2nd down and 9. Handoff. Sanchez inside the 10. Sanchez down to the 5. McCree stops him from getting a 1st down to the 3. 3rd and 1.
Yeah, if you're the Sharks, that's not a play that you wanted to happen right there. You don't want to let Sanchez start to come alive here. And this Vancouver coaching staff starting to realize, hey, we might need to run this guy a little bit more.
Killian top of the screen. Everybody on the line for San Francisco just about. Handoff, Sanchez. Did he get the 1st? They gave him the 1st. Down to the 2, another close call at the sticks.
Yeah, we had a lot of those tonight, Cam. Let's see if this one's going to go unchallenged.
It's a big one. Yeah, it is. Vancouver keeps it going. Trying to tie the ball game. Split backs behind Pepper. Just 3 down linemen this time for San Francisco. Ball on the right hash. Pepper changing the play. Pepper going to throw. Pepper all day. Pepper dancing around. Going to take off and run. Touchdown Vancouver. Sliding in the end zone.
Hey, if you can't get a touchdown through the air, why not just run one in? Wow, that's something we have not seen tonight. And you'd think that we would have seen more quarterback runs the way that they have sat in the pocket and had their receivers covered. They've had time to make some runs like this. This time, Pepper, the perfect time to call and bring that out. Recognizes that he's just got a couple yards to go and goes in and slides his way to 7. High ball game here with this extra point attempt.
Man, what a run. And he slid just into the end zone. The extra point is good. 2:05 to go in the 3rd. We're tied at 27, a word from the SFL.
Join the world's fastest growing sim football community by jumping onto our Discord server. Use the Discord command in chat to keep up with schedules, news, notes, announcements, and polls. Jump off the sidelines and into the action here where we're loading legends at the SFL.
From the 7-yard line, Manning at the 28. Score rundown, Alaska beat Dallas 41-21 this week. Tallahassee got past London just barely, 48-45.
Mexico City holds on to beat Atlanta 23-17. Houston just barely scraped by against San Antonio on Sunday night to improve to 5-3. Queen City handed Carolina their third straight loss in the final 30 seconds of a game earlier tonight, 27-24, as Luyendula flips it out to Moats that picks up 4. Sioux Falls handles Chicago by a couple of scores. Indianapolis is on top of Oklahoma City at the moment, and Tulsa squeaked by St. Louis 23-14.
You know that on that previous offensive series there by Vancouver, very impressed by Pepper after a very shaky start, able to pull things together and get the rushing touchdown.
Back to pass, Luyendula grabbing it at the Vancouver 49. Man, he's got a reach.
Yeah, he sure does. I mean, Luyendula delivers a very catchable ball, but this Manning guy here has just got such a catch radius. There's a lot of different places you can put that ball, and this guy's going to go get it for you tonight. He's been all pro, man.
That was a great angle. Angelani was coming over. Pass a little bit out ahead of Manning, and it did not matter. 1st and 10 at the Legion 49. Back and forth we go in a tie ball game at 27. This has been a fun one. Luyendula all day to throw, picked off at the 37-yard line. Mahmoud Angelani came over and snatched that one.
Well, Cam, it looks like the quarterback was rushed with his throw right there, feeling the pressure a little bit, maybe seeing some ghosts, lets that one go a little bit early and pays for it dearly. Nice play by the defender.
15 carries, 99 yards for Jonathan Sanchez. 59 seconds to go in the third. Sanchez trying to get into the 100 club. Back to pass, Pepper. Pepper outside to Vega, picks up 3. And wow, Farrell with a lost eye in his teddy bear will be back next week, 2nd and 7.
Luckily, we have the technology to fix him, Cam. He will be back on the field at full strength next week.
Basically, he just died, and we're going to bring him back to life. 2nd and 7. I mean, that has got to be the craziest injury report. Have you ever seen that, Steven?
I'm surprised every time that thing pops up, man. All the different ways these SFL guys get hurt, man. I'm surprised that we could field a full team.
3rd down and 2. Yikes. A ruptured big toe. 3rd down and 2 at the 45-yard line. 15 seconds to go in the third tie game. Following the Angelani interception, the handoff to Sanchez gets a 1st down. Sanchez gets popped. That'll be the final play of the third quarter. That was Camden again. And a 3. What a game. I'm exhausted already. We're not even to the 4th. Tie game at 27. Race for the wild card heating up. San Francisco and Vancouver both won. Peppers under center, 1st down. And this is a crapshoot. Who's going to take this one home? Hand off Sanchez on a trap. Sanchez up the left side, picks up about 9.5. Nice job by Sanchez. Didn't look like it was going to end up in 9.5, but he just kind of danced around in there and found some room.
Yeah, this guy's a stampeding rhino in a football jersey, Cam. I mean, you don't want to get this big fella going if you're, the San Francisco defense. That's the last thing you want to see running down between the A gap there. But Vancouver here, they're being patient. They're at home. They've got all the momentum.
Except for that, Sanchez tackled by Abner St. John. Finally, first time we've mentioned him tonight. 3-yard loss. Puts them back at the Shark 44. Pepper's numbers updated, 19 of 27, 204 yards, still with the 2 picks and no touchdowns. 3rd down and 3 at the 44-yard line. And the handoff goes to Sanchez, and he won't get it.
That's McCree again. And look at, did you see the coach on the sideline doing some sort of crazy Cotton Eye Joe stuff out there, and it's 4th and 3. He was excited about that, man.
Well, you know what? It's all right for the coach to dance around, but if you're Sanchez, don't dance around back there in the backfield. You better make a decisive cut, because this Shark defense are keyed in on him right now. So he's going to need to use a little bit more of that power and a little less jitterbug.
So as Lonnie gets the interception and Vancouver can't do anything with it, Manning makes a fair catch at the 13-yard line, and what's at stake here is a San Francisco victory would put them in a 3-way tie for 9th and separate themselves from St. Louis and London, who are sitting there in the back at 3 and 5. If San Francisco loses tonight, then it's a clear-cut top 10, 500 or better. And San Francisco, the Gladiators, and the Knights are all 1 game back. Back to pass, Ulandula over to Maximus for a pickup of 6. Now, if Vancouver wins, obviously there's a 4-way jumble for 11th place, just 1 game back of the final wild card spot.
Yeah, all of that stuff confuses me and gives me a headache, so I just leave that to better men like yourself. Just tell me where we're at, and that's one of the benefits, Cam, of owning the team with the last place record. Don't worry about any of that.
2nd and 4 at the 20. I formation for San Francisco. Toss out to Moats, and he will not get away from Reed. 3rd and 1. Great play by Reed in the open field.
Yeah, those tosses, they require a back with a lot of speed in order to break around containment and get around the corner there. And when you're doing that to a fullback, it sometimes can be a struggle, even one as versatile as Moats the second.
21 carries, 11 yards, hand off to Moats. Did he get it? No! Reed stood him up and pushed him back. Will we get a challenge on that one?
I'm not going to say anything.
It didn't look like he got it, to be fair. As Walsh comes out to punt, the star punter, and there will be no challenge on that.
These coaches, they have kept the red flag in their pocket tonight. There's been some obvious plays that just require just another look, just to be sure. And they have just been hesitant tonight to do anything as far as challenge-wise.
Walsh punts it away. Ajlani from his 33, and a really nice job on special teams there. Heads-up play by Rye Starr, we've mentioned a couple times tonight. And it's back in Tom Pepper's hands with 7:48 to play in the 4th.
Yeah, I'm going to be very interested in seeing how Vancouver handles this here. They're going to continue to run the ball with Sanchez tied 27-27 here, nearing the halfway point in the 4th, or they're going to air it out a little bit.
Hand off to Sanchez, picks up 3. 2nd and 7.
We've seen a very similar formula in the last series where, Vancouver's opted to run the ball, and this Sharks defense has been up to that challenge, ready for it. So I'd like to see maybe something downfield, honestly, to maybe put this defense on their heels a little bit.
It's a final 31-10. Indy beats OKC tonight. 3rd down and 4, another 3-yard pass, this one to Killian. Third down and 4. 7:05 to go in the 4th. It's another critical 3rd down and short. San Fran stacking the line. Back to pass. Pepper down the field, and the ref got in the way. Jeremy Vega had a chance, and the ref got in the way.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate when that happens, but it is a part of the game. I mean, the refs are part of the field, and they can get in the way. They can stop routes from being run. They can get in the way of defenders. It has an effect on ball games here in the SFL. There's no doubt about it. And they're just bad luck.
Man, that was egregious. That was bad. You gotta, if you're an official, you gotta get out of the way. Vancouver's gonna punt it away. From the 24-yard line, and Manning not a lot of return room. He had, if you're just joining us, Gabriel Manning had a punt return for a touchdown. Major Key had an interception return for a touchdown. Ulandulas had a couple of long touchdown bombs, and Jonathan Sanchez has been taking care of things on the ground. Tom Pepper even ran one in at quarterback.
Yeah, and ever since he's done that, we've kind of seen both offenses stall out.
Yep.
Waiting for somebody to take the reins of this game and say, hey, I want to win this one.
Uyandula out to Manuel, the tight end. That picks up just 2. Everybody filing into Twitch for the Week 8 finale. After Indy got the win, they improved to 5-3. They're now tied with San Antonio for 7th in the wild card race.
And we've got a good one here, boy. 27 all. This has been a back and forth battle, and now it's just a matter of determining who wants it more.
Uyandula's pass caught, and it's a first down.
Wow.
Who in the world that was Dre Graham, who completely gave up on the play for Vancouver.
Wow, just maybe they're getting lulled into a little false sense of security here with all of these little dips and dunks that each offense has been doing. But man, nice individual play to get it there over, the line there to get the first down. Good concentration by the quarterback.
Uyandula down the middle. That's knocked away. That's Joshua Banner making a play. He's been quiet tonight. Second down, 5:43 to go in the half. Resetting things for people that are just joining us as we're now up to 55 viewers and counting. So Vancouver has a pick 6. They have a quarterback run for a touchdown, and they have a Jonathan Sanchez run for a touchdown. San Francisco has a punt return for a touchdown and 2 long scores, one to Manuel and one to Aonani. And a lot, actually. Handoff gets 3 to Maximus, 3rd and 7.
Yeah, and the Sharks running game really just hasn't been able to get going tonight. A wonderful job by this Vancouver Legion linebacker core. They have kept these guys in check the entire game.
3rd down and 7 at the 40. Uyandula's pass is caught by Manuel, and he won't get there. 4th down.
Yeah, it's getting into crunch time, Cam. This conservative play calling, it's almost as if both teams are not trying to win the game. They're just trying not to lose it. And making some very conservative calls here. Somebody's got to break out and win this game.
That's what it feels like, as Vancouver should have decent field position after this punt, but not great. From the 13-yard line on the return up to the 19, says Lonnie. Starr makes his 5th tackle, and Lonnie's slow to get up.
Yeah, Starr's been a little bit of a star tonight. He's made some solid open field tackles there on special teams.
This is big. It's a big game. San Francisco and Vancouver facing off here in a little bit of a chilly Canada weather. Back to pass is Pepper. Pepper outside, dropped off the hands of Sanchez.
If you're a star player here in the SFL, these are the kind of moments that you want to shine. I mean, these are the kind of moments that can make a legend here in the SFL. We've seen that earlier this season with Charles Ball, some of the things that he was able to do when we had fan night. Now we're looking for our version of Charles Ball in this game. This moment is just ripe for one of these guys to make a game-winning play.
Vancouver won the first meeting 38-24. Pepper on 2nd down and 10. Deep ball caught by Killian.
Hey, there goes that man again. Killian talked about getting him warmed up early, and it would pay dividends for them in this game. And Pepper delivers a nice catchable ball, drops it in the bucket right where Killian can get it. Killian, absolutely huge catch radius, able to reach up there with those big tall limbs and grab that pigskin out of the air.
Killian 83 yards on 7 catches. Peppers 21 of 31 for 227. Still does not have a passing touchdown today. And on Sanchez. Sanchez rumbles ahead for 7. to the Legion 48-yard line. 2nd and 3, under 4 to go.
Now, this is the kind of momentum that you want to see out of Vancouver. Hey, you're at home. It's tied up 27-27. Let's get Sanchez going. Let's get the passing game going here. We've been a little stale. Let's get the blood flowing a little bit and see if we can go ahead and finish off this game.
2nd down and 3. Clock is ticking down to 3.5 to play. Handoff Sanchez on a trap field. Chased them all the way around and eventually made the tackle at the Shark 47, but not before the Legion moved the sticks again.
And good individual effort by Field there, possibly saving a touchdown to get around to grab Sanchez. But look, this is exactly the position Vancouver wants to be in to win this game.
3:06 to go in the 4th. 1st and 10, handoff again to Sanchez. They've been running him in the 2nd half. One man can get him. It's Field. He won't. It's a Vancouver touchdown.
Woo! Dilly, baby. He's got that 0 to 60 I was telling you about. Sanchez, man, with those electric feet, dances along the sidelines. Wow, that's just that 4.4 speed on display for such a big guy, just a mountain of a guy, to be able to get out there in the open field, and just nobody has a chance of getting him until he crosses that line. Touchdown. Vancouver at home has the lead.
Sanchez, 179 yards on 23 carries and 2 touchdowns. And remember, he only had 9 carries at the 5-minute mark of the 3rd quarter, and they have given it to him repeatedly in the last about 12-13 minutes of this game, and it's paid off.
And he's coming off a near 200-yard performance last year.
Sanchez is moving up the leaderboards. Coming into tonight, Jonathan Sanchez was 8th in the league with 720 yards. Well, he's going to pass Spencer Meyer. We know that for sure. He's on pace to pass A.J. Francis, who was 6th. Hawkins struggled tonight, so he'll pass him into 5th. And that's probably where he'll stop, with Ash Odom having over 1,000 yards. But Jonathan Sanchez making some noise tonight as Manning from his 30. Manning gets out to the 38-yard line, and I thought he was going to go.
Well, he's already taken one back tonight, took a punt return back tonight, and some of those early ones that he had in the game, it looked like he may break a kickoff return touchdown as well. Boy, that was a close one. We talked about Manning being hot. He still looks like it, and you know what? He may not be done yet.
2:52 to go in the 4th. Vancouver trying to get their 3rd win of the year and sweep San Francisco. Pass is caught by Tim Brown Jr. for the first time tonight. Gain of 6 to the 44, and San Francisco's going no huddle. Kind of surprised. A lot of time left in this game. Ulandula's pass caught one-handed. Frank Champion there again. Not a tackle for loss, but only a pickup of 1. Champion has 5 tackles for loss tonight. 3rd down and 3. Ulandula in the pocket. Caught by Brown. What a critical catch for the non-contract receiver.
And his first 2 of the game here in this series.
2:13 to go in the 4th. And Reed struggling to get back, and Ulandula taking his time. 2:06 to go in the 4th. Gives it off to Maximus, and Maximus again is brought down by Champion, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification.
The following is a special presentation of the Simulation Football League, presented by APM Music, where we are loading legends.
2nd and 9 at the 45. 2 minutes to go, 4th quarter, 34-27. Ulandula trying to put the team on his back, 45 yards away from tying the game. Pass outside, caught by Manning. Stops the clock after a 5-yard pickup, another 3rd down coming.
I'm all right with that, Cam. It stops the clock. This is 4-down territory. Gives you time to get another play in there, specifically set to get you a 1st down and to keep this drive going.
Manning's over 100 yards, 101 yards on 8 catches. Manuel's got 5 for 64, and Django's got 5 for 84. Both of those two have a touchdown. Manning does not. 3rd down and 5. They're going to hand it off to Maximus. And Maximus got the first down despite a blocker not even doing anything. First and 10 at the 30. 4 receivers. Handoff again to Maximus, and he got nothing. This is interesting. They're going to do it again?
Hope not.
Yeah, they are. You know what that means? Timeout San Francisco, and they got to get out of that.
Lucky to get out of that with that timeout, because they were in a place that they was going to continue to run the ball. Not good here with just a minute 27 left in the 4th. Knocking on the door, the red zone.
3rd and 7, and they need a touchdown. San Francisco's down to 2 timeouts, which now makes this critical. Luyendula all day, knocked away by Reed, and Manning caught it. First down. Marquise Reed knocked it right into Manning's hands.
It will be a crime against humanity if we don't get a replay of that, Cam.
And we're not.
Oh. Hey, you know what? Big time players come up big when they're most needed. And we've seen some magnificent plays by Manning tonight.
2 in the backfield, 1st and 10 at the 20. Luyendula's pass is intercepted at the 13-yard line. And back coming, 35-40. It's Major Key. He's trying to get his second. And Key has got a touchdown.
Wow, Cam. Unbelievable. Not only do you get the interception to essentially seal the game, you take it through a crowd right down the middle of the field for the touchdown for your second of the night. Incredible.
Wow.
We said big time players step up in the game when they are most needed. And we were talking about Charles Ball earlier. This is a Ball type performance tonight for this kid.
Major Key, 1 interception this season coming into the night, and tonight has 2 pick sixes. And those 2 pick sixes are the reason why Vancouver is up by 14. Unbelievable. You never know who's going to be the hero here on SFL Fan Night. That extra point is good, and Vancouver has likely sealed the sweep over San Francisco this season, which is huge in tiebreakers.
Well, I'll tell you what, Cam, we've had some wonderful games on Fan Night, and tonight, boy, this has been a great one to watch, a great one to do with you. And man, it would not end any other way than that. That was terrific. I know we're not over here. Sharks clinging on for a chance for something to happen, but boy, what a great defensive play that was. And if it is the lasting image of this game, what a great game.
Man, shout out to Major Key. What a night. What a night. That kid's never going to forget that moment. He was the hero for Vancouver, and could this help the Legion spark another run? 3-5 on the season. Next week, Vancouver is at San Antonio, who's 5-3, and there is no bigger game for the Legion than that, as that pass only goes for 3 yards, and this is not looking good for the Sharks. Taking way too much time here. Ridiculous. Luyendula down the middle, caught by King. Got to call a timeout now. And at this point, you have to score on the next play.
Yeah, you have to score. You have to try to get an onside kick. You got to try and score again. I mean, that's a lot to ask in 18 seconds.
Wow. That was... I'm still thinking about the Key pick. I mean, that was really stunning. That was probably about an 87-yard interception return, and he didn't do it down the sideline. He cut it back up the middle of the field.
Through traffic, which was amazing.
Oh, man, 18 seconds left. Luyendula outside, got to stop the clock. At least Manning did that. 7-yard pickup.
On that interception, when those defenders turn into blockers, They get that look in the eye. They get that smile on their face. You know that they want to get that guy in the end zone. It so rarely happens. But to dip twice tonight is crazy.
2nd down and 3 at the 49. 15 seconds left. Vancouver. Gotta love it. 3 receivers. Luyendula back to pass. Needs to go long. Dumps it off and almost threw another pick. That's Reed again. And Reed says that's not bouncing into Manning's hands this time.
Yeah, if you're the Sharks, you're gonna lose this game, but there's a lot of great positives. And I really saw, Cam, their resilience tonight to come back in the first half. It really shows why they're at the point that they are now. After a real slow start in the season, that they're on the cusp of making the playoffs. Now this loss doesn't help them at all, but you can see that there's talent there with Manning, with Loladola, with Moats. They've got the talent, and they've got a great defensive secondary that can cause some turnovers and headaches for SFL quarterbacks.
Down to 7 seconds left. Ball in the Vancouver 44, just playing out the stretch here. Week 9 will start Saturday night. We'll have a regular schedule next weekend. Finally, get us out of this wacky Week 8. Hail Mary look for Luyendula. Vancouver doesn't have to worry about a miracle being answered here. Luyendula all day. Clock expires. That pass is intercepted in the end zone. Was that Major Key? I think it might have been Major Key.
Wow.
That's it. That's it. We'll have to get a look, maybe possibly on the replay, at who got that pick. But if that was Major Key, that's his 3rd of the night, and he's got the hat trick. Wow, what a game. Final score, Vancouver 41, San Francisco 27. There's that Kicks field goal. I don't know how he got off.
Yeah, right through the center, too.
Frank Champion, 12 solo tackles tonight. At least 5 of them were behind the line.
That's not surprising. That guy's a monster.
We saw plenty of highlights. Luyendula passes for 324 yards tonight. Run down some final numbers here. Thanks to Andy Hamilton, our stat man. Pepper 21 of 31, 227, no touchdowns, 2 picks. Luyendula 34 of 39, but 4 of his 5 incompletions were interceptions. 325 yards, had a couple of touchdowns. Ryan Moats on the ground, just 12 carries, 21 yards. Jonathan Sanchez finishes with 179 on 23 carries for 2 touchdowns. Only 100-yard receiver tonight was Gabriel Manning, 120 yards on 11 catches. Marquise Reed had 2 pass deflections, 1 tackle for loss. Frank Champion, 5 tackles for loss. Crazy as you look at Major Key's 2nd pick 6. So
yeah,
it'll be. Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
It'll be San Francisco, St. Louis, London, Vancouver, all at 3 and 5. The 4-way tie for 11th heading into Week 9. Go ahead.
Well, if you would have told me Vancouver was going to win this game by 2 scores and Pepper was not going to have a single passing touchdown, I would think that you're crazy. But the pick 6s, Sanchez running the football, and Pepper himself running the ball in was enough to outscore the Sharks that were really surging there in the first half and then just really lost their way in the second.
Hey, Steven, you ready for this?
Hit me.
Look who got the Hail Mary interception.
Oh, wow.
Major Key, and look at the feet.
Get those toes in, son.
Did he? Well, I guess we'll let it go tonight.
Yeah, according to this referee crew, that was probably a touchdown. It was another pick 6.
It looks like the feet are down right there. Close
Why
enough.
not? Why not? Give it to him, man.
Close enough.
Last play of the game.
Vancouver 3 and 5, San Francisco now 3 and 5. For Steve Mullinex, Andy Hamilton on stats. I'm Cameron Irvine. Good night.